Mark, we've passed T-minus 30, T-minus 25 seconds and counting, and Apollo 13 is go. T-minus 20 seconds, T-minus 20 seconds and counting. 17, guidance release, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it has cleared the tower.
Running out of time.
Mission control.
There we go.
It's a beauty.
Oh,
It's another beauty.
Welcome to West Michigan Aviation Academy. My name is Larry Fisher. I'm the Dean of Student Life, and I'd like to host you on a tour. We're now at the engineering lab. This is where our students study their engineering classes, aerospace engineering and those types of things, mostly juniors and seniors, although they do get an introduction sophomore year.
This is the engineering lab. It's used for a lot of different purposes, robotics. All of our engineering classes take place in here, and a few of the physics classes as well.
We are now in the part of the building that is the aviation wing. This is where we get our hands on things. We learn science and math here, but here's where we put it to use. In this classroom is a PPL, a private pilot licensed ground school. These are juniors who hope to become pilots. They're being instructed by former Major George Pavey.
We found the moment, we found the weight, now we've got to figure out where that CG is. And so I will do the math for you right there. We put those two numbers in, see where they come from? 94. Yeah, so you go 94 inches.
Next, we're headed into the RC room. This is where students build their remote control planes. They work with former pilots, some of them are parents and grandparents, where they construct planes, fly them either at the KRAM, which is a flight place outside of the school, or they fly in the gym.
In here we learn a lot about the physics of flight, and when we build our foam airplanes like to fly in the gym, we learn about wiring and how mechanics work with the motors and the electric motors, and we learn how the different weights and balances are going to affect our flights. So
this is our Redbird simulator here at the West Michigan Aviation Academy, and this is a flight training device used for our private pilots and kids who are doing flight training. It's a perfect example of our school airplane. It has all the instrumentation of it so that you can come in here, do all your procedures, maneuvers, and fly all that in here before you go into the real airplane, so you have a good grasp on the operations of the plane. So
I would argue to almost anyone that our first task here is to teach young boys to become young men and young girls to become young women. Because the most important thing to us as we get started in their high school careers is to teach them manners, to teach them how to greet people, to teach them how to shake hands, to how to look people in the eye. But it is something we've become known for. Because people will say, hey, I visited your school, and I can't believe how the kids greeted me and spoke to me and asked me how I'm doing. And when I hear that, I get pretty proud.
Well, the environment is very peaceful, and it's a lot different than the other schools.
I mean, it's great because there's kids here from districts everywhere. I mean, I have a friend that lives in Sand Lake. I have friends that live downtown Grand Rapids, Wyoming. Kids come from anywhere. They can hear about this school. It's not something you have to pay for.
also the teachers and everything here they've really furthered me and helped me in my education versus my older school where it didn't seem quite as personal. So.
Matter of fact, yesterday I got to go flying, and I know I would not be able to get that hands-on career activity in another school.
I went to a private school my first 2 years, and then I went to a public school, and I didn't really like either of them. There was a lot, especially like academically, just like messing around and stuff, and I just really like to get work done and like get good grades and excel. And so since I've been here, I'm in an environment where I'm a lot more surrounded with kids who like to learn the same way I do.
The attitude of the students here is different too. You know, they everyone's more mature and they take school seriously.
I think one of the most priceless things is whenever me and my dad go flying, other pilots who we talk to will start talking to my dad like he's the one flying, and my dad will be like, no, he's the pilot. So that's always rewarding, and it's kind of a cool feeling to feel that.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
We're now coming to the moment, the last moments of Apollo 13 as it comes in, as it begins its re-entry. The best thing we can do now is just to listen and hope.
Extremely loud applause as Apollo 13 on main chutes comes through loud and clear on the television display here.
From the start, the exploration of space has been hazardous adventure. The voyage of Apollo 13 dramatized its risks. The men of Apollo 13, by their poise and skill under the most intense kind of pressure, epitomized the character that accepts danger and surmounts it. Theirs is the spirit that built America.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna